Welcome back to the Balloon here, and today we are doing an all-out guide on the Super Monkey. Just everything you could possibly know about the Super Monkey. So, the Legend of the Knight, the Anti-Balloon Gunner, or just the Anti-Balloon as it's put at the name of it, and the True Sun God. Those are the 3 Tier 5 upgrades of the Super Monkey. Then, you have, obviously, the top path, Laser Blast, Plasma Blast, Sun Avatar, and Sun Temple. Then, middle path, Super Range, Epic Range, Robo Monkey, Tech Tear. And then, the bottom path, Knockback, Ultra Vision, Dark Knight, Dark Champion. Now, as of one of the newer updates, the Dark Knight and the Dark Champion have abilities, as well as the Legend of the Knight, but that is just the same as the Dark Champion. Now, every single tower, excluding the Mortar, has a Tier 4 and Tier 5 ability. The Mortar only has a Tier 5, but the Tier 4 ability, Annihilation ability, destroys most balloons completely and utterly within blast radius. And then, Program Directive, Eradicate Balloons, Initiate for this anti-balloon gunner. Now, I will show you exactly what they do in this game. This is a save game if you guys have seen Ultra Boosting the Ray of Doom to the max, but I'm sorry, but we're going to use this to test out the, Super Monkey. So, the Super Monkey right here. Now, as you can see, I have Oben as my hero, and that is for a reason, and I also chose to not start a save game or do sandbox mode for a reason, because it's just going to be better if we can play from round 18 on a save game. And Oben, if you get him, he actually, right here, at level 10, Nature's Clarity, all magic monkeys in range get plus 5 range, plus 2 pierce, and druids get an extra 1 pierce, plus 1 pierce. But the magic monkeys, plus 5 range, plus 2 pierce. That includes this ultimate crazy god or super monkey, but I have him as that name. And so you can see that icon above him, that Oben icon, that means he's being boosted. Okay, so this is a Dark Knight. It's pretty good, but as you can see, it's not doing that well against the BFBs and the stronger balloons. But it's definitely doing a mighty fine job for just a Dark Knight on round 118. Now, I do have this for cleanup in the back, but this also stalls the ZOMGs and bigger balloons just a little bit, as you can see. Let me just get a Dark Champion right here so that you guys can see. I Legend of the Night, actually, just to pop these UMGs, but this Super Monkey, as you can see, is doing extreme damage. Now, I'm going to go over this in a little bit better detail right now. So, obviously, for pop count and the price that you're spending on this, we're obviously on around 119 right here, so it's not going to be super easy for the Super Monkey to deal with stuff. But this Ray of Doom, let me lock him right here. That's going to be better. Okay, so right here, just the 000 Super Monkey, not doing much at all. Then, Laser Blast, still not doing much. Plasma Blast, doing a little bit more, but still not enough. Sun Avatar. Now here is where it gets a little bit crazy. Sun Avatar is doing pretty good damage to all balloon types. And it can pop everything if you have that monkey knowledge. Obviously not in chimps mode because the monkey knowledge is not enabled in chimps mode. But it can pop all types of balloons, or I think all types of balloons, when you have the monkey knowledge that allows it to pop purple balloons. Okay, so if you get a Sun Avatar with super range, obviously it's going to have super range, no extra buffs. But if you get a Sun Avatar with, say, Knockback and Ultra Vision, now it can pop camo balloons, and it knocks balloons back a little bit. But say you wanted to get a Robo Monkey. Okay, well this Robo Monkey only shoots darts, and for the price that you're paying, it's not that good, honestly. It just really doubles the popping power and has a good radius, that's it. But once you get Plasma Blast, now this is where the popping power really comes in to play. And also, once you get Robo Monkey with Knockback Ultra Vision, it's not that bad because it can pop camo balloons and it knocks balloons back a little bit, excluding bad balloons, but it's still not that good. Then, once you go to the bottom tier, which I've already showed you a little bit, let me just pop this bad balloon for really quickly, right here. So, this is actually going to be enough to deal with it? Okay, well then I can deal with bad balloons. That's good to know. So, this Dark Knight, as you have already seen a little bit, it's doing a fairly decent job, and I've already showed you a little bit about this guy, but once you get Plasma Blast, doing much better. Plasma Blast helps out everything. It's definitely the best way to go for the middle and bottom tier, in my opinion. So, Dark Knight, Plasma Blast, but not Plasma Blast. How's it doing? Epic Range, pretty good, but not that good. Then, once you get the bottom tier, Plasma Blast, Dark Champion, two streams of constant energy in the form of batarangs, or they're not batarangs. What is their description for it? It's the Champion's Dark Blades. Okay, so they're the Dark Blades. So the Plasma Dark Blades. So the Legend of the Knight also has this very unique ability. We turn to him when all hope is lost. And so that's a description that's kind of vague, but it actually is true because we do turn to him when all hope is lost. When a balloon is getting to the end, right here, and a bad balloon, say, sneaks through. Anything within 5 normal seconds, not on double speed, as I just was on, and now I am on right now, will actually get sucked into that black hole, or different dimension, whatever you want, whichever way you want to put it. They will get sucked into it, and it will pop anything, but it won't actually go into its pop count. So technically this Legend of the Knight can gain 100, 200, 500 million, a billion pops in one single game or round, but it won't go to his pop count. So that's a little bit about the Legend of the Knight. Now, if you go the middle path, this ability is actually quite strange. If you get Plasma Blast with this, it does enhance your popping power for the Tech Terror, and it's nice, but boom, destroyed a bunch of the balloons in radius. Now, this is round 128, so it's not destroying all of them, but it's definitely doing a decent job. And for the money we spent, I'd say pretty well worth it. But the anti-balloon. Now, this does enough damage to a bad balloon to say it's good, but you're spending a lot of money, and just a Moab Eliminator would be better against the bad balloon. But this does extreme damage to all balloon types, no matter what way you're looking at it. This ability is definitely very, very good. Okay, last but certainly not least, the Sun Temple. Now this tower is very peculiar because it depends on the amount of sacrifices that you give it. So if you give it 0 sacrifices like I just did, it's good, but as you can see, for the money we spent, not worth it. We lost. So, definitely not worth it for the money that we spent. But, if we go into sandbox mode, we say, I want to set round 100. Yep. And then we say that we want a sun temple. Right here. Okay, well, we're going to give it 0 sacrifices. And let's just say that we want super, super long range. Well, bad balloon? Well, actually, I'm just going to send out round 100. Just set round 100. Right here. You're going to see that it's doing almost nothing to this bad balloon. Almost nothing. I mean, we're not even gonna damage the bad balloon fully. You're better off getting a sun avatar than the sun temple. But when you delete that bad balloon and you get full sacrifices, now you don't want to press do it right away because you want to get the sacrifices. That is what makes this tower so good. $50,000 in each tower type is what you want to get a max temple. MAD, Wizard Lord Phoenix, Moab Dom, those are all good, and those are all enough money. But beware that once you get the Sun Temple and you're going to go for the true Sun God, it will actually cost less money, so you have to get more money for each tower type. Now, you do not have to get a engineer or any of the support towers because when you're just going to the Sun Temple, you don't have to get these yet. But this support. But you have to get the other three: magic, military, and primary. Then you upgrade it to the Sun Temple. Now see how much better this is against the bad balloon. I mean, this is just his planes. Then you get into his popping power. Oh yeah, we're gonna be able to beat this thing easily. Now it doesn't have camo, but if it had camo, like I just upgraded it, DAT's gone. Everything demolished. Well, this is good. You spent a lot of money on this guy. You want to make it well worth it. So, if you go the extra almost $1.2 million, well, you can get a Vengeful Temple. Now, I cannot do this in sandbox mode, but it is 50,000 of each category of monkey type. 50,000 primary, 50,000 military, 50,000 magic, and yes, you have to get the support. So since I'm in sandbox mode, I'm gonna do over on all of these. So we'll get this, and for the military, we'll just get an Apache Prime or something. Okay, now this is, oh, that's not even enough actually. Hold up. I need to get a sniper. Okay, Cripple Moab. Now, if you did everything correctly, you should get a true Sun God, but beware. If you want a Vengeful, you will have to get the Legend of the Night and the Anti-Balloon Gunner outside of the radius. Now, a Vengeful almost triples its popping power, but it's a little bit pricey, and if you do everything right, it's good, but if you do stuff wrong, you're gonna have to sell it again. A lot of money will be wasted. But look at this bad balloon damage now. This is utter craziness. This tower is so good. So, overall, the Super Monkey is, I would say, one of the best towers in the game. And while it might not be the best compared to the Balloon Exclusion Zone for the money spent or the MAD at popping Moabs, it's really good. And the different upgrades you can get are make it have a bunch of different variety too. So the Sun Avatar, good at popping group balloons, good at popping a couple Moabs, even popping one singular bad balloon, but when it goes up against group Moabs, when it goes up against a lot of ZOMGs, it struggles a little bit. This is very, very good at popping group balloons, at popping a couple Moabs, but unless you get Plasma Blast and maybe Dark Champion, not that good at popping the higher tier balloons, as in ZOMGs, Bads. But if you go this way, this is good at popping group balloons up to about maybe BFBs, but ZOMG's Bad struggles a little bit. Then, if you get the Anti-Balloon Gunner, ZOMG's anything can pop it. And so, this tower is just very diverse, very good, and I would highly recommend using it in a lot of your games in BTD6. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, subscribe, comment down below, share this video with your friends, turn on notifications, and as always, until next time, peace.